Hi everyone, good afternoon. It's time for another Blu-ray collection update. This video I'm going to be looking at the editions I got in November and December. So of course we're going to feature the obligatory Christmas Blu-ray updates as well. So without further ado, I will crack on. Now, if there's a bit of glare, I do apologise. I'm filming this at night, so I've had to bring in an extra light so the image looks good enough. First up anyway, we've got T2 Trainspotting, of course the sequel to the original classic. This is the first one I picked up in November and I'm still yet to watch it. I've heard it's pretty good. I love the original, so I can't wait to give this one a go. The second pickup, this was on the 2 for £10 from Asda. London Has Fallen. I know this is a rubbish film, but it's one of those sort of take your brain out. You don't have to think about it, just put it on. It's got some good action sequences, so there you go. Okay, next up we got Deepwater Horizon. I watched this after I picked it up. I thought it was quite good. It was quite it was quite well made. I thought it wasn't too bad. I picked this one up and the next load in the 5 for 30 offer from HMV. So here we've got Videodrome. Again, this was in the HMV offer. I saw this in store, part of the offer, and I thought I really do need more Cronenberg in my collection. So yeah, I had to get this one added. So here we've got the Autopsy of Jane Doe. I haven't watched this one yet, although I've heard a few good things about it, some positive reviews. So yeah, I can't wait to give this one a go when I get the chance. Okay, next we've got Seoul Station. This is the anime. It's marketed as a prequel to Train to Busan, which I enjoyed. I've had my eye on this one for a while. I was just waiting for the price to drop a little bit. I have heard of some people that it's nothing to do really with Train to Busan, but as I say, I haven't watched it yet, so yeah, I'll give this one a go when I get the chance. And finally, from the HMV lots, I picked up Scorsese's Silence. Again, I haven't watched it yet. I know this is a long film. I want to be able to watch it in one sitting. I love Scorsese's work, so I have no doubts that I'll enjoy it when I get round to it. Okay, so when I was in town picking the films up from HMV, from I think it was Poundland, I found Automata, obviously for £1. I wanted to see this when it came out and just completely forgot about it, so for £1 I thought you can't go wrong. Maybe you can. I'm yet to watch it, so I don't know. Next up, I got this one from CEX for about £5. David Fincher's Zodiac, the director's cut. Been meaning to get this one for a while, just wanted to get it at the right price. It is a second-hand copy, but the slipcase was in really good condition, so I thought I'd grab it. Okay, next up, this is still from November's lot. I had to get Your Name. This was pretty much a day one purchase. This is the version that they released in Sainsbury's. It was about £13, which is about the average price everywhere. Except this one come with some collector's item postcards. I watched this one. It's amazing. It's well worth seeing. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. Here we've got American Hustle. This was another Poundland pickup. I never watched this at the time when it came out. I've heard mixed reviews. Again, for £1 I thought you can't really go wrong. It has got a really good cast, so surely it can't be that bad. I suppose I'll find out. Okay, next up we've got a French film called Hidden, or Caché as it was called in its native land. This is a film from an author called Michael Haneke, or Michael Haneke, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. This is a real gem actually. It's really, really good. It's a film about, finding out people in your family, people you love, about like the skeletons in the closet. The way it's put together is great, with fantastic performances. This is definitely one to watch. Okay, next up, I took advantage of the Black Friday offers. I only picked up this one and the next though. This is the Masked Avengers. This is, one of the 88 Films Asia collection. So it's Shaw Brothers. These films are great. I really want to collect all of the films in the collection. I just can't keep up. They're releasing one every month. This is fantastic stuff. I know it's not for everyone, but I think it's great. So the other film that I picked up is the Flying Guillotine. As I say, these were in the Black Friday sale. They were like half price. Again, it's another Shaw Brothers film, so it's Chinese. I think it's from the 70s. I'm pretty sure the Flying Guillotine's 70s. Great stuff if you like this type of film. Okay, this is the last of the November films that I got. I went to see Thor Ragnarok at the cinema. And I really was quite interested to see some more of the director's films. So I've picked up this one, Hunt for the Wilder People. I haven't actually watched it yet, but it's quite cheap on Amazon. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a go. And Sam Neill's always quite reliable, I find. Okay, so into December's purchases, I picked up, this was from, it's part of HMV's premium collection. They've got an offer on 2 for 15 quid, which is an absolute bargain for some of these films because they are proper collector's editions versions. This is an absolute classic from like the golden age of Hollywood cinema. The Maltese Falcon, starring the one and only Humphrey Bogart. If you haven't seen this film, it's so great. It's so well made. Yeah, I needed this one when this was announced. I knew I was going to get it. There's so many in this range that I want to pick up. I just need more money to buy them. So the other film I got in the 2 for 15 offer was a 70s film called The Accuser. This is an American film with Robert Mitchum. I watched this for the first time when I was in like a film studies class when I was about 16, and I thought this was great. I even think it was a slight gateway to watching more foreign films because obviously a lot of this is set in Japan. Maybe not, the sole reason why I got into international cinema, but this one's really good anyway. Okay, the next edition is Arrow's special release of Carrie. I won't go into too much detail on this release because there's loads of like unboxing videos which are on YouTube you can see, but it's fantastic. It's a new remaster. Obviously, it comes with the standard, Arrow edition, the booklet. It comes with a poster, a great sort of hard outer sleeve. It's a great release for a great film. Carrie's a fantastic horror film, and anyone who is into the genre should definitely watch it and probably avoid the remake. Okay, next up we've got an anime film called King of Thorn. This one was the last one I got before the Christmas slot, which you're going to see in a moment. This was just, I got off the back of some advice from a mate who said he quite enjoyed it. It was only like £5 on Amazon as well. I haven't actually watched it yet. I do like my anime films though. I just don't watch loads all the time. So I'll definitely give this one a shout when I get the chance. Okay, and now we've got the Christmas presents. So the first one, which was off my missus, this is of course Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Me and my missus went to see this at the cinema when it was out. Both enjoyed it. Personally, I don't think it's quite as good as the original, but it is entertaining and it is funny. And it's pretty sad at the end. So, if you like your Marvel films, then you can't really go wrong. Okay, next up is a Japanese film called Confessions. This was a present off my future sister-in-law. She's into her foreign cinema as well. So this has been on my Amazon wish list for quite some time. I really do like the Third Window films. They've got a great sort of catalogue of Asian cinema. Confessions is like well, I don't want to say too much about the plot, and I haven't watched it to give a proper review, but it's you know, a film. It's quite a taboo subject about a teacher who turns on her pupils when she thinks they're responsible for the murder of her own child. It got quite good reviews and a good write-up on Blu-ray.com as well. So yeah, definitely looking forward to give this one a go. Okay, next up was a present from my sister. This is a French film called Le Trou from 1960. It's basically a prison escape thriller, if you can call it that. This is I watched this on New Year's Eve before I went out and got drunk. This was really, really, really good. I don't have a lot of sort of, you know, prison dramas. I know everyone's got like the Shawshank Redemption in their collection. This is nothing quite like what I'd seen before in terms of other prison films. It's very much sort of grounded in reality. I don't even think it has a soundtrack. There's no music playing throughout it. It's all about these 5 prisoners in this cell who are planning to escape, and how they go about doing it, and you know, the ingenious ways they are able to, you know, get past some of the locked doors and stuff like that. Yeah, it was really, really good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, next up's another present for my sister. This one's In This Corner of the World, another Japanese anime. Not had a chance to watch this one yet. It's been on my wish list since it was released. It's had some pretty good write-ups and some good reviews, so I can't wait to give this one a go. Okay, this was just actually like a stocking filler present for my missus, which has just conveniently made its way into my collection. She's wanted this one for a while, The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This one definitely doesn't appeal to everyone because it's certainly not, you know, one of Jim Carrey's normal types of films. But nevertheless, it's really good. Okay, so this one was a present from my mum and dad. I'm having to put this on the top of the shelves because it's a massive release. I've had my eye on this one for a long time, but in November the price plummeted around Black Friday. It was £100 and then it got reduced down to about 70, and then it dropped to about 40 quid. So when my parents said, "Is there anything in particular you'd like?" I said, "Well, this one would be great." Okay, so here's the contents of the Phantasm box. Again, there's loads of better unboxing videos if you want a real good look at it. As you can see, it contains films 1 to 5. I've only seen the first 3. I've never seen parts 4 or 5, so I certainly can't wait to give them a go. I have heard that maybe the 5th's not as good. I know the first is a classic. I can't. It's been such a long time since I watched it. Well, except for last week when I got it, of course. You know, standard with Arrow, obviously you get another disc with special features, a booklet, and of course the flying sphere. Ooh. Okay, nearly done now. So after Christmas, went up to the shops to see if there are any bargains. Found this one in Poundland. I didn't mind the original Transporter films. I don't actually own them on Blu-ray. I did have the DVDs at one point, but they're long gone. Haven't seen this one. It's probably crap, but you know, I'll give it a go. So HMV had some good offers on, and still do in fact. Baby Driver was one of the pickups I got, and me and the missus watched it a few nights ago. A lot of people have been raving about this. It was pretty good. I did enjoy it. It was really fun to watch. Yeah, so definitely worth like the bargain price of about £7.50 I think it was when I picked it up. Pretty good that. Another pickup from HMV with some money got for Christmas in there, like 2 for 25 off SpiderMan Homecoming. I've been meaning to watch this since it came out. I missed it at the cinema. We watched it the other night. Again, it was quite good. As I say, it's Marvel, so you can't really go wrong. They're not my favourite films, but they are the good entertainment and great bit of escapism. And I did enjoy this Spider-Man. This was the other one I got in the HMV 2 for 25. Again, hadn't seen this before the other night. Missed it at the cinema. Everyone I spoke to had been raving about this. You know, everyone says, oh, DC films are a load of rubbish. The live action ones, of course, not the animated stuff. But everyone said how great Wonder Woman was. I think this one suffered. I was anticipating it maybe a bit too much. My expectations were a bit too high. I did enjoy it. I think it just been bigged up too much for me. Nevertheless, it's one that I'll probably watch again because it wasn't bad by any stretch of means. The other one I got from HMV was this one. It's Brawl in Cell Block 99 with Vince Vaughn. Now, the reason I wanted to get this, it ended up being a day one pickup. That was quite unintentional, I assure you. However, I had been meaning to watch this because it got some really good reviews online. So I definitely wanted to check it out. I know it's kind of a throwback to like exploitation cinema. It's another prison drama. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Vince Vaughn normally, but apparently he's really good in this. And the other film the director's made, Bone Tomahawk, I quite enjoyed as well. So I haven't watched this one yet, but I will be watching it soon. Another one I got in the sales. This one was from Amazon. They were selling it for £5 over Christmas, which I thought was ridiculously cheap. Saw Covenant at the cinema. I didn't dislike it like a lot of people did. I think you just need to have your expectations at the right level for any future Alien film that comes out, because you're never going to match the quality of the first two films. However, I liked Covenant, and for £5 I thought that's a bargain, so I snapped it up straight away. This one I got with an Amazon voucher that I got given for Christmas as part of my Secret Santa present at work. It's been on my Amazon wish list for over a year, and I just thought, what can I get for £10 that I've had on there for ages that isn't necessarily a new release? This is an Icelandic comedy drama called Rums. Now, I haven't watched this yet, but I suggest to read up on it online because it sounds awesome. Okay, last but not least, I finally got round to picking up The Wonderful Worlds of Ray Harryhausen Volume 2. I'll just show you what it includes. Okay, so as you can see, we've got here Mysterious Island, Jason and the Argonauts, and First Men in the Moon. And obviously the additional booklet about the making of the films and interviews and things like that. As you can see, this is number 3388. I've got the Volume 1 edition and the Sinbad trilogy, so I really did need to pick this up to complete that collection. And I noticed the price had shot up. Well, I say shot up, it had gone up by about £8 on Amazon. So I was a bit concerned they may be selling out. So I thought I better act soon. Anyway, I love this kind of stuff. It's obviously a great throwback before any kind of CGI. Fantastic sort of innovative design of like the monsters and some of the characters and things. It's just sort of a bit of classic cinema. Can't wait to give these another watch. Okay, and that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. This has gone on a lot longer than I intended. It nearly got to 20 minutes. I apologise, I've been rambling for a long time. So whatever you do, enjoy yourselves, have a good time, stay safe. Hopefully I'll see you again in the future when I show January and February's. If I pick up loads, I may even just start breaking up into monthly updates. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.